Now, let's meet your Wes-Del Warriors. Non-starters. Number 3, Tyler Slimmers. Number 4, John Cook. Number 22, Eli Durr. Number 25, Mason Davis. Number 30, Brandon Hensley. Starting for the Warriors, number 10, Abdullah Mir. Number 14, Jared Ladd. Number 20, Carter Flynn. Number 33, Brady Burton. And number 34, Sawyer Slopsma. The Warriors are coached by Mr. Jason Slopsma. Officials for tonight's contest, Mr. Grant Covey and Mr. Nathaniel Kirby. Good luck to both teams and enjoy the game. Basket by Slaughter. Into the game for Blue River, number 13, Zane Parrish. In the lineup for the Warriors, number 3, Tyler Summers. His first, team's third. Foul on number 13, Zane Parrish. His first, team's fourth. His first, team second. At the line for Blue River, Zane Parrish. concession stand located just outside the gym doors to the left. You'll find popcorn, candy, caramel corn, nachos, breadsticks, Pepsi products, Gatorade, and purely sweet tea. Also, we will be celebrating our seniors this evening, immediately following the JV game.
His second, team fifth, Burton at the line for two. They host the Vikings in their lineup. are selling Papa John's Pizza, Chick-fil-A sandwich and pies, while the athletic boosters are selling coffee, hot chocolate, cookies, and Wes-Del spiritware. Please be sure to stop by.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
His first, team's third. At the line for Blue River, number 31, Ryder Krause. At the line for Blue River, number 13, Zane Parrish. Attention fans, the IHSA is seeking officials for all sports. Get back in the game, earn some money, and make a positive impact through sport. If you or someone you know is interested in becoming a licensed referee or official, text the word official to 317-943-9030. Your influence through sport awaits. Once again, text official to 317-943-9030. Anybody can do it. Wes-Del's very own Bob Todd actually does it.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Got a hunger burning inside me, satisfied by just one thing. So I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna ring the king. The king delivers. I'm gonna ring the king. An incredibly delicious royal feast pizza on the best crust you ever tasted. Ring the king. Pizza King.
Looking for high-quality fuel and tasty food on the go in Gaston? Look no further than Johnson's Oil. We are a family-run business that's been serving the local community for generations. Our convenience store offers a wide range of snacks, drinks, and other essentials, as well as delicious food, fish, chicken, tenderloins, and potato wedges. We're committed to supporting the local economy by hiring Wes-Del students and Gaston residents. Come visit us at Johnson Oil in Gaston.
Are you looking for a professional home improvement business in Muncie, Indiana? Call Property Pros. Remodeling, landscaping, electrical, you name it, we can help. Our team cares about your home just as much as you. We are quick and efficient with our work. We are your one call for all your residential and commercial home repair, remodel, and maintenance needs. We've got the best team around with decades of talent and expertise. Give us a call today to schedule your professionals to complete your project. Are you
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
Tonight's junior varsity game is sponsored by His first, team's first. Fouls on Wes-Del's Jared Lyle. His first, team's first. Fouls on number 3, Landon Bryant. His first, team's second. His first, team's second. Fouls on Blues number 41, CJ Kimberly. His third, team's third. Summers at the line for Wes-Del, entering the Viking lineup, number 13, Zane Parrish. His second, team's fourth. Jared Ladd at the line for the Warriors, shooting 2. Appears to be a full timeout.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Warrior lineup, number 22, Elijah Durr, and number 10, Abdullah Beer. His third, team's third. Basket number 30, 25, Wade Flynn. Fouls on number 22, Elijah Durr. His second, team's fourth. At the line, Wade Flynn shooting one. Foul on Wes-Del's number 22, Elijah Durr. His third, team's fifth. At the line, shooting two for the Vikings, number 13, Zane Parrish. Fouls on number 10 for Wes-Del. Dula, his first, team's sixth. Timeout on the floor by Wes-Del. Appears to be a full timeout.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
is second, Team Zane. At the line, shooting one in bonus, Isaiah Garber. Is first, Team Smith. At the line, shooting two, Brayton Burton.
Looking for high-quality fuel and tasty food on the go in Gaston? Look no further than Johnson's Oil. We are a family-run business that's been serving the local community for generations. Our convenience store offers a wide range of snacks, drinks, and other essentials, as well as delicious food, fish, chicken, tenderloins, and potato wedges. We're committed to supporting the local economy by hiring Wes-Del students and Gaston residents. Come visit us at Johnson Oil in Gaston.
I got a hunger burning inside me, satisfied by just one thing. So I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna ring the king. The king delivers. I'm gonna ring the king. An incredibly delicious royal feast pizza on the best crust you ever tasted. Ring the king. Pizza King.
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
His fourth, team's ninth. At the line, shooting two for Blue River. Number 13, Zane Parrish. Going to the line for two. Number 3, Tyler Summers. Three-point basket, guard. Number 13, Zane Parrish. His first, team's ninth, a gaggle of Warriors in the lane. Just a reminder, we will be doing our senior night ceremony immediately following the junior varsity game. Reminder, Warrior fans, the senior night ceremony will be immediately following the junior varsity game. John Cook at the line for the Warriors. Shoot 2. Your final score, Wes-Del 45, Blue River 31. And we will be celebrating our seniors in just a moment. To celebrate the Warriors senior athletes, cheerleaders, and band members. First, we've got Nate Blaylock. Nate is the son of Brad Blaylock and Kim Blaylock. Nate has participated in 1 year band, 1 year FBLA, 2 years esports, and 4 years basketball. Nate plans to attend Indiana Tech to study information systems. Nate Blaylock. Next, Travis Bunch. Travis is the son of Jeremy Bunch and Angie Bunch. He has participated in 4 years of baseball and 4 years of basketball, along with 2 years in the Athletic Leadership Council. He has also participated in 1 year each of football and FBLA. In the future, Travis plans to attend trade school for welding. Travis Bunch. Lena has participated in varsity cheerleading for 3 years here at Wes-Del, where she has been named All-American for 2 of 3 years. She plans to start her own business when she graduates working on hair and nails. Lena Burcham. Aubrey Sharon is the daughter of David Sharon. Aubrey has participated in golf 3 years, girls basketball manager 3 years, and she is a 10-year member of 4-H. Aubrey plans to attend college after graduation. Aubrey Sharon. Lauren Cox. Lauren is the daughter of Wayne Cox and Lisa Cox. Lauren has participated in 4 years in basketball, 3 years in golf, 1 year of volleyball. She has been in the Athletic Leadership Council for 4 years and Spanish Club for 1 year. Her future plans include attending Summit 6 Salon Academy to study nail technology. University to study pre-med. Mary Kate Dunn. Lillian Brock. Lillian is the daughter of Ryan Brock and Jessica Brock. Lillian has participated in 2 years track and 4 years wrestling. Lillian plans to attend Ivy Tech to study vascular sonography. Lillian Brock. Kennedy Long. Kennedy is being escorted by her dad, Derek Long, mom Courtney Long, and little brother Isaac Long. Kennedy has participated in cheerleading 1 year, girls basketball manager 3 years, and drama 2 years. Kennedy's future plans are undecided. Raven Lazatter. Raven is the daughter of Burt Mitchell and Jenny Lazatter. She has participated in 9 years of basketball and 7 years of volleyball. She has been in drama for 3 years, choir for 2 years, and SCA for 2 years. She plans to attend college, pursuing a major in ministry and counseling with a minor in worship ministry. Raven Lazatter. Riley Lazatter. Riley is the daughter of Jenny Lazatter and Todd Lazatter. She has participated in 4 years of cheerleading, 3 years drama club, 3 years of Spanish club, and 3 years of athletic leadership council. In the future, Riley plans to attend Ball State to major in psychology. Riley Lazatter. Felicity Pippin. Felicity is the daughter of Tiffany and Jerry Heaston. She has participated in 3 years of varsity cheerleading, 1 year of track, 2 years of FCCLA, and 1 year each of SAD, Student Council, and Spanish Club. Felicity plans to attend Ball State University. Felicity Pippin. Katie Pretorius. Katie is the son of Jeff and Katie Pretorius. Katie has participated in 4 years of basketball, 2 years golf, 2 years athletic leadership council, and 1 year student council. Katie plans to attend Ball State University to major in accounting. Katie Pretorius. Evan Reed. Evan is the son of Amy and Stephen Reed. Evan has participated in 7 years, band, 3 years esports, 2 years each of student council, National Honor Society, and choir, 4 years golf, and bowling. He has also participated in 1 year each of drama, STEM club, Academy Super Bowl, and math science. Evan is part of the 2023 INEA Honor Band and the 2022-2023 Jazz Honor Band at Pendleton. Evan plans to attend Ball State University to study science education. Evan Reed. Aiden Smith is the daughter of Richard and Jennifer Smith. Aiden has participated in drama 2 years, basketball 4 years, volleyball manager 1 year, art club 1 year, and she's a 10-year member of 4-H. Aiden is also the 2022 Gaston Fair Queen. Aiden plans to attend Ball State University for sports media and photography. Aiden Smith. Abigail Swift is the daughter of Andrew Swift and Laura Swift. Abigail has participated in 7 years band, participated in the 2023 INEA Honor Band, 2 years theater, 3 years robotics, and 1 year each in Spanish club, FCA, and softball manager. Abigail plans to attend Ball State University. Abigail Swift. Caitlin Williams is the daughter of Justin Williams and Corey Andrews. Caitlin has participated in 1 year softball, 1 year girls basketball manager, and 1 year SAD. Caitlin plans to further her education to become an ultrasound tech. Caitlin Williams. At this time, would everybody get on their feet and give one big, huge round of applause for our 2023 winter senior athletes, cheerleaders, and band members.
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to another Warrior basketball varsity evening here at Richard E. Johnson Gymnasium on the campus of Wes-Del Middle High School. Tonight, it's an MEC matchup, Blue River Valley. The Vikings coming into Richard E. Johnson to take on the Warriors. And this is also senior night, one of the final nights for a lot of our Warriors tonight. And it's also head coach John McLaughlin's final game at home. And I'm joined tonight by the football coach, Daniel Hansen. Daniel Hansen is out tonight. Head football coach Matt Knuckles is with us. He is our color. Coach, you doing all right?
Oh, doing well.
And then we also have strength and conditioning coach Brandon Van Mater with us, and he's going to add the ultra color. We're going to talk about all various types of things tonight. You never know what we might get into, talk a little bit about the strength program, but he'll also give us some insight into basketball. A lot of people don't realize he's got a plethora of knowledge when it comes to the ins and outs and X's and O's of basketball. But anyway, tonight we've got Blue River coming to town. Coach Knuckles has a lot of stats for us to go through. He's the stat guru, moving over a little bit. He'll get a little bit more mic time tonight now that Hansen's not here because he hogs the mic. But let's talk about Blue River. First of all, their overall record coming into this one.
Yeah, Blue River's 15-6 overall, 7-2 in the conference. They got a pretty tough schedule, pretty similar to ours, but when it comes to wins, they've been pretty fortunate. Pretty senior heavy. Their best player, or their leading scorer, is Wyatt Thornburg. He's been there for a few years. He's averaging 17.6 points per game. Likes to get to the rim, shoots a lot of threes, and is one of their prominent ball handlers. They also have Lake Leonard. He's a big guy inside. He's averaging about 8 rebounds a game, 12 points. So a couple big players that our Warriors are going to have to handle tonight.
Well, the big key tonight is really coming off of the game last night where we went to Burris. It was a heartbreaker. And by heartbreaker, I mean if you think a 35-point loss is a heartbreaker, it was a heartbreaker. We didn't play well from the get-go because, as you know, I'm the ultimate fan, and I'll just call it like it is. We didn't come to play last night at Ball Gym, and Burris did, and they put it on us early. At one point, it was a 15-0 start to the game. And but tonight, I've noticed that we are a Jekyll and Hyde type of team, and we may bounce right back. Coach, you've seen that. You know some of these guys from football. Especially their last game, senior night. This is an emotional game, last game for Coach. Hopefully those 3 seniors are going to come out here and really set the tone. But is that what you'd be looking for if you were in there as the coach?
Oh, yeah. As a coach and as players, you just move on from last night. You try to learn from what you can, but it's all about tonight. So.
And tonight is about to get started as they're huddling up. We've got about 5 minutes to go. Some other things to talk about tonight. We did honor the seniors in all sports prior to the warm-up here of the varsity game. Junior varsity won tonight pretty handily. They took care of business, and so the junior varsity team's only looking at 2 more games the rest of the way, and that is next Tuesday. They play Elwood, Southern Wells, and then Friday they're at Elwood, and that'll finish up their season. But a good win for them tonight, a double-digit win. And then we've got a few other things. It looks like whiteout tonight. I'm just speculating, but looking across the gym at the student section, I would say it's whiteout. But we're about 4:25 before we get started. And let's go ahead and have a conversation here with our strength coach because he's ready for that, I'm sure. Coach Van Mater, let me turn you up a little bit over here. You know Coach well. You teach with him. Do you think there's a little bit of emotion with him in this last game? Have you noticed anything different this week with him, or has he been pretty usual?
I would say overall each day he's been pretty usual. I'm sure inside he's not letting some stuff out. I definitely would guarantee this is going to be an emotional one for him last time on this court. Yeah,
and last week I know a lot of us, we didn't get a live stream. I think they did the huddle last week. Mr. Producer, Mr. Romine, was under the weather, and I understand that. A couple days prior to that, I was under the weather. So there's been a lot of stuff going around. And in fact, Coach Knuckles, we've got to say to both Coach Knuckles' daughter Reed and to Coach Hansen's daughter Avery, we wish them a quick get well because they've both been under the weather. So everybody's been dealing with a little bit of sickness here and there. But last week we had a special situation in the game. where Coach Knuckles really helped me out. We were able to bring back multiple players from all of the schools that Coach has been at. He started years ago at Wapahani, moved to Bluffton, spent some time in Florida at Haines City and Auburndale in Florida, and then he came back and spent some time at Yorktown, at Bluffton, and back at Bluffton, and then Blackford, and now Wes-Del. And Coach Knuckles did a tremendous job in bringing back almost 20, 25 players, and it was really an emotional. He was surprised. He didn't know it was going to happen, but what a great moment, and I'm sure those emotions are still going through him today. He still has a couple of players back from Blackford tonight that I know are didn't make it last week, and they decided to come this week. But a really exciting time. We'll talk more about it, but right now it's time for the national anthem here, and nobody does it better than Wes-Del at Richard E. Johnson Gym.
Your Wes-Del Warriors. At this time, please rise and join Director Stephen Driscoll and the Wes-Del Pep Band in honoring our country with the playing of our national anthem.
And there you have it, the Warrior Pep Band under the direction of Dr. Stephen Driscoll. A doctor by title, not by degree. But we've always nicknamed him the doctor, so we like it. He did a nice job there. The band sounded good. We've got quite a few more kids that just came in all of a sudden, and now the whiteout section is getting a little larger. Good Blue River crowd, great home crowd, as always on senior night. I would suspect, Coach, that he's going to probably start the three seniors. That was normally what he does. That means Nate Blaylock will more than likely get the start, and that special for Nate. He's probably a fan favorite here, and he's understood his role early on this year that there wasn't going to be a lot of minutes. So it's always a special thing Coach always does is make sure he starts those seniors. I know a lot of coaches do that, but I'll be looking and rooting for Nate early to see if something could happen. But sometimes you could come out a little hyped up on senior night, you think?
Oh, yeah, for sure. Coach mentioned before the game he was going to start those three, so I know we typically have Pretorius and Travis Bunch on the court to start out, but for Nate, yeah, he's a guy, like you said, fan favorite. He does whatever Coach wants. He works really hard, so this is it'll be a special time for him, and like you said, means a little bit more on a night like tonight, so hopefully we can see him come out and be able to do something early for us.
Well, it's a unique evening as Athletic Director Kai Denny is behind the PA announcing. It has not been well done at all. I've listened to a little bit of it. We miss the voice of the Warriors, Biff Wilson, but Denny does okay. I think there's a lot going on down there between him trying to figure out his phone and his text messages, along with I can see he has the laptop with Coach Wilson's spreadsheet there that he doesn't have any idea what it means and what it does. And I'm sure he's texting Biff to say, what's this mean? What's this do? Biff, if you're watching, it's a mess. We miss you. Get better, and we hope to have you back soon. But if you're here and you're listening to the PA and you're in, just put your headphones in and listen to us. It'll be a lot better. I can tell already. I know most of these officials, so I probably won't like them. I know them personally, so I won't have any problem saying something about them. But it was going to be a scary evening, Coach, because I didn't know if you were going to be here with your daughter and the situation you had, and I thought it was going to be myself, and I think the fans really would have hated that because there would have been no voice of reason. So you have to be the voice of reason tonight to when I get on my rants, to try to do your best to steer me in the right direction, because I know Coach Van Mater's not going to do that.
I'm just here that when you and Coach McLaughlin during football season would get in your talks about movies and songs.
You're here for that?
I'm here for that.
That's
I can
great.
jump in on a lot of those.
Well, we'll get into some of that. Absolutely. Well, here comes the drum line. And always love the drum line. Looks like we're all here this week. We weren't here last week, all of us. But they got through it. But they have their leader tonight, Evan Reed. He's there, ready to go. The big thing now, folks, is if you're watching, is what will the voice, the stand-in voice of the Warriors do for the starting lineup? Will he bring the growl, or will he be pretty tame? We're going to find out right here as we turn it over to Athletic Director Kai Denny and the Warrior drum line for the starting lineup.
Welcome to Wes-Del High School Richard E. Johnson Gymnasium, the Case Saunders Court for tonight's varsity game, featuring visiting Vikings of Blue River and your Wes-Del Warriors. As this time, let's meet the visiting Vikings. Number starters, number 13, Zach McAfee. Number 15, Clinton Turley. Number 21, Ian Ross. Number 33, Greg Smallwood. Number 3, Noel Manchester. Number 4, Wade Leonard. And then number 4, C.J. Jacob. Starting for the Vikings is Icky Gallagher. Number 25, Hunter Smallwood. Number 31, Wade Leonard. Number 35, Walter Porter. Number 44, Landon Dixon. The Vikings are coached by Mr. Ryan Long. Warrior fans, get on your feet. Let's make it
Well,
Mr. John Lindenhall, Mr. Kyle Hans, and Mr. Shane Kinder. Good luck, good teams.
not bad. I mean, if we had to rate him, all right, let's go 1 to 5. Van Mater, what do you give him?
Just comparing Biff.
Yeah, he's compared to Biff. You got to be fair to Biff. I felt that way. I thought it was his better night. I've heard him before. Nuck, where you at?
I'd be 3.5.
Yeah, it was a good night for him.
Pretty high standard for Biff.
It was a good night for him. He's so good, I'll give him a 2.5. I'm the rough judge, but Denny did all right. Here we go. We're playing some basketball, and we're off. Warriors have it, and it is Trey Adams with it here early. Coach, it looks like a man-to-man from Blue River.
Yep, man for Blue.
And Nate Blaylock now has it at the top of the key, fan favorite. He got a good reaction from the crowd when he was announced as a starter. A little bit of weave action going. Nice back cut by Trey Adams. And a dump off, and there you go.
Great look by Trey.
And that was a great look by Trey. Coach Van Mater, Travis is one of your guys. You've got him in the weight room, you can tell. He's filling out those shorts very nicely. That's as far as I'll go with that. But he works hard in there, doesn't he?
Yeah, he typically does a very good job in there. I think him joining the football team a little late in the season progressed that even more. He got into it, realized he needed to get a little bigger, a little stronger, and that's just carried over.
And that was Landon Gibson scoring for Blue River. Here comes the handoff play, and Travis held on to it that time. Right now, on Kyle Hobbs, the official has a foul.
Foul on Blue Rivers,
number 31. That's Lake Leonard, and that's something to watch, Coach. We wouldn't mind having him in foul trouble, would we?
Absolutely. He's their big guy inside, one of the tough matchups for us. So if we could get him on the bench a little bit this first half, that'd be definitely in our favor.
Josiah Love had a decent game last night, struggled. They got into him. Here's Cade Pretorius. The senior trying to get that one to go. I believe last year's senior night we shot lights out. A lot of contact there. Trey Adams has it but he gets it knocked away. And now it's back over to the Vikings. 3 on the way. It's off and into the hands of Love. Really need to run a set here and try to see what we can get.
Yeah, Blue River likes to play a fast-paced game. They get a lot of shots up, so slowing it down here maybe.
Looks like we got a foul. They're going to call this on 44, Landon Gibson.
Blue Rivers, number 44, Landon Gibson.
Have a out of bounds underneath. Going to kick it out to Love for 3. And just off and rebound to Leonard. Looks like their pace is quick. And we are also in a man-to-man, Coach.
Yeah, I know this is something that coaches went to a lot the second half of the game, or the second half of the season, moving away from the 1-2-2 more to man.
And I like to see that out of Josiah Love, taking it to the basket right there. He's another one, his first period strength and conditioning coach.
Well, he actually had to take something else this semester. He was last semester. But even in the one semester I had him, he worked hard. I could tell he got a lot stronger.
Yeah, you can see it in just his physical attributes. He's stronger than he was. He was actually announced as a junior. That's the only mistake Mr. Denny made. I hate to point that out, but he was announced as a junior, and he's actually a sophomore.
No, that takes my rating down to a 3.5.
I didn't want to say it earlier. We'll go ahead and amend your rating. And the Warriors are out to a 4-2 lead here. Lob into Leonard. And nice.
There we go.
That's called a steal there by the senior Nate Blaylock. Oh, that's a heck of a screen by Travis Bunch. Blaylock, get in there, baby. Oh, I thought he had it.
Great rebound.
They're letting him play. I will say so far they're letting him play. But that was a tremendous screen right there by Travis Bunch.
I think if nothing else, that just made Travis's night because that's one of his favorite things to do.
Yes. If anything, it's got Grayson Mealy on the bench a little jealous because he also likes to screen. That's a big move by Cade Pretorius, but hard on the fadeaway. And here come the Vikings, quick in transition. And that's a quick 3, and that's number 35, Wyatt Thornburg, the senior.
Like we said before the game, he shot 156 threes this year. He's averaging about taking 9 a game. As a team, Blue Rivers shot 200 more threes than Wes-Del this year.
That's a lot. There's Trey Adams. That's a nice little jumper, and it won't go, but looks like 2 Vikings kind of miscommunication on the rebound, knock it out, and it's back to the Warriors. I can tell you this much. Nate hasn't had this many minutes. He's a little gassed already. They got an illegal screen here. And he gets an illegal screen out of it. Mendenhall's not going to miss that one. I think coach is telling him, he barely gets enough minutes to get in there at senior night. Let the guy screen. There's another 3, and that one knocked down. That's number 25, Connor Swovelin, the junior. I don't like to see the threes. That's what Burris did to us last night. They just shot 3 after 3 after 3, and they were hitting everything. And you know the atmosphere at Ball Gym on a Thursday night. It's just dynamic. That one was off by Love and now into the hands of the Vikings, and here they come. And they're looking to shoot another one. They're going to get Travis Bunch reaching around. That'll be his first. I think we have a sub. Corbin Price probably going to replace Nate Blaylock.
Travis Bunch,
And that is, Nate gave us some good minutes there early, though, on senior night.
Absolutely.
Number 24, Corbin the Sleeve Price.
Oh, that was a good cut there. And that's number 11, Ethan Blackburn, the junior. They are very junior, senior heavy.
Previous basket by Blackburn.
We need to answer on this possession. There's a nice play. Kick out. Price for 3. It's off. He's got to follow that. It's going to be to Blue River now. As we said, the Warriors will be on the road. This is the last home game of the season. They will be on the road Tuesday and Friday of next week. There's a mismatch now. Leonard's got Pretorius inside, and they're going to get Pretorius for a foul. Not a lot Cade could do there.
No, and that's the one problem that you run into when you're switching all your screens, and I know that's something that Blue River knows about. They'll probably try to get that pick and roll going quite a bit this game.
Yeah, I think that they are – Leonard has talked to Coach Slopsimer, who did a lot of the scouting. They will recognize that mismatch. They do it in all the games, and Jacob Grant's going to replace Cade Pretorius, so some early subs here by the Warriors, but not uncommon. They like to play almost about 8 to 9 deep. I would foul Leonard. He missed both, so we want to note that. I say that, and all of a sudden he'll just become Rick Mount at the line.
Basket is good by Leonard.
And right after that, he comes right back and lays it in. He's got an and one.
Number 25, Josiah Love at the line shooting 1. Leonard.
Coach Van Mater, favorite band with Leonard in the name?
I think it has the same rhyming or same sound of Skinnerd.
Yeah, it'd have to be Leonard Skinnerd. You know, I thought you'd go Leonard Cohen, but not a lot of people know Leonard Cohen. I believe he was a composer. So that doesn't qualify as a band.
See, that's what I was going to say, but you specified bands.
Yeah, I know. I knew you'd go with Leonard. Well, speaking of Leonard, Lake Leonard is having a day early. 15-4, big lead for Blue River. The Warriors need to try to find an offensive answer here. There's Corbin Price. He turned the wrong way, but it needed to turn the other way.
The Warriors are getting some good looks, just haven't been able to get much to fall.
That's a travel. It's an insane travel that Kyle Hobbs missed. And into a 3. I hope Kyle watches this because he missed that travel about as bad as he missed when he coached at Elwood, making good calls. 18-4. We're going to take a quick break here on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
You're good at basement basketball. You're good at basement basketball.
Coach Knuckles, during that break, you gave me a stat that was shocking. Say that again. How many threes they've shot as a team?
Blue River shot 452 threes this year so far through 21 games.
I haven't shot 452 threes since my dad put the goal up when I was 3 in the driveway. I know I didn't in high school because if I shot a 3, I came out of the game really fast. Trying to get that skip over to Love. Trey trying to get inside there. We finally have a foul here. Well, the kid's letting the official know he got all ball. That never goes well. I could host a clinic, and talking to the official never goes well.
And that's a second foul on Connor Swoveland.
That's good to hear. Not for Blue River fans, but for Wes-Del fans, we take a little foul trouble being down 14 at this point. This is a reminiscent of last night's start. And another miss, and it's over to the Vikings. So we've got to find something And they don't, because Lake Leonard is having his way inside right now.
You'd like to see the Warriors try to attack the basket here and see if they can pick up that second foul on Leonard.
Yeah. And there, that one's taken away. This could end bad for, well, no. Number 11 there, Ethan Blackburn. This is not by any way, shape, or form how Coach McLaughlin wanted to start this one. And again, we look a little lost on offense now, as not a lot of movement. That one turned over there by Josiah Love, and here comes the Warriors, or the Vikings. And I don't know. That's where it gets to. That's my nice little fake go in. At this point, when they shoot it, I pray. I send one up, hope it goes in. That's not a good strategy. Josiah Love there gets his 2 on the drive. It's now just an 18-point lead. You're not going to, Coach, you're not going to beat a lot of people scoring 6 points in a quarter.
No, you're not. And like I said, they're getting some good looks. Hopefully they can start falling. I like the shots around the basket, but defensively, you're not going to win too many games giving up 24 points in a quarter either.
No, that would be on pace to close out 100. Right now, if everything stayed as is, it would be 100-24. So that will not do it. And that's, oh. Yeah, it's a 3. Klein's trying to figure out if it's a 3. If it's past that 3-point line over there, they count it as a 3. So.
Can I throw in there, and it started, I think when we came back from break, every day before practice, I like some of the guys shoot a half-court shot, and that's either we're doing agilities or we can just do stretching or something. So guys have had plenty of practice on half-court.
You've been practicing that at the end of every day when they do strength. Hey, they're doing a special award out there. I think it's the rebound record.
Single game rebounding record.
That's Raven Lazatter, and she's one of our girls basketball players. She's 27 rebounds in a game. So that's it. We'll give her a round of applause. Absolutely. That's fantastic. Coach Klein still, I'm going to stay with us because we're here, but Coach Klein still cannot believe they counted that 3. I don't know if he's questioning whether it's a 3 or not. I mean, I can understand the reason for questioning it. He was only 35 feet behind the 3-point line. And I also think maybe he thought it was late, but he kept holding the 3 up. Like, I don't know if he thought it was 3 seconds late, or is it a 3, or I don't know. But that's the longest conversation I've ever seen a coach have about a counted half-court shot. That's just my take on it, folks. Here we go, second quarter. It's 24-9. And there's another turnover by Trey Adams. And Mendenhall's got a foul on Adams.
Fouls on Wes-Del's number 30, Trey Adams. His second, team's 5th.
Well, Coach, I don't have anything. I don't know. What happened in the first quarter? Did they hit a lot of shots?
They shot it well from the first quarter.
I like that. Let's just make it simple for the common fan at home. They hit more shots than we did. Warriors back at it. Jack Rooker in the game now. He's trying to make something happen. Back out to Trey Adams. Nice little shot fake into a, one rebounder is not going to work. We've got to have a few more guys in there rebounding than just one. There's a rebound by Cade Pretorius. But we got to get more guys inside rebounding.
Entering the lineup for Blue River, number 23, Wallace.
7:23 to go. It's 26-9. It's been a tough one to call. We're now in a looks like a zone.
Looks like they went to their 1-2-2, packing it in.
That's a foul. You can call that anytime. Looking to get that to Price. Price puts it on the floor. Nice drive inside.
It's a good drive.
And let's see if they get Leonard. I think they're going to get Levin, the guard.
Yep.
Ethan Blackburn.
Fouls on Blue Rivers, number 11.
Either way, that's what you want to see from the Warriors, getting to the rim, trying to get either a good quality shot or draw a foul and get to the line.
Absolutely. That's why you're here. It looks like we got a couple people in there watching. Julia Davis, Julie Swartz. It's good to see you. If you're watching and you're in the chat and want to say hello, try to give you a shout out. Reminder, you do have a mute button. When you get tired of listening to me especially, just hit mute or turn the volume down. Well, we got one there, I think. That was a good idea, but Corbin Price with some good defense. All right, we're going to make a run. That's what I'm calling. We're going to make a little bit of a run here. I've opened the Dr. Pepper for good luck, so. Got to give it to him. Just let him work down there. A little one-on-one with Price. That's got to be a foul.
It's no different than the shot, the last possession.
No. We got to. At some point, we got to sell. You got to do a better job selling the foul, though. We got to go in a little stronger, not fade away. Sometimes the official doesn't give it to you if you go in there and you look like you're not going strong. I think they're still in their man-to-man. I'm trying to get an overload and get it to Corbin. I like this. He's got to go strong at it. And I mean, he's right there. It's just they're just not falling. I mean, he's got to make an adjustment at some point, Coach.
You'd like to see him try to maybe drop to his left shoulder and see if he can get something going to his right hand there. His last 3 attempts have been going to his left.
I agree. We got to wonder if this 1-2-2 will maybe stop. And right when I say that, they shoot one. We'll slow down this 3, but they've missed a couple. So we've got to take advantage here. Finish. There we go.
There we go.
Basket, Pretorius.
Right there, you can see the effect of a strength and conditioning coach, because Cade is able to take that all the way in there, Coach.
I can't agree more. I will say Cade has about halfway through the season something clicked, and he has been working a lot harder. So, and I've noticed a little more aggressiveness out of him.
I can see that on the court too. And as we talk about it, they came right down the next possession and hit a 3 after I mentioned that they hadn't hit one for a while. So, right on cue. Jack Rooker for 3. That's off. Corbin Price, a great rebound inside, and now he gets one to go.
I think Corbin just needed that one.
I agree. He needed the one. Looks like we've got Travis Bunch getting a little bit of words, getting ready to come in, so we'll have some physical toughness coming in here in a minute. Just need a couple of stops. I do think the zone is, we just can't get it, but I do think it's causing him a little bit of trouble. Rebound, good. There we go. Pretorius trying to take that inside. Back out. Adams, get this one to go. And that one's off of Jack Rooker and out of bounds. And substitution for the Warriors will be Travis Bunch, replacing Rooker. So, folks, this will also be the last live stream of the year. Sectional is away at Monroe Central. So I don't think they're going to let us do that there. And it's been a fun ride.
Basket Thornburg.
And we got a timeout.
With the Warriors going to that 1-2-2, it has taking away a little bit of the inside presence, just throwing it into number 31, Leonard. But now we're struggling coming up with some of those rebounds.
Yeah, it's full timeout, but by the time we get this thing figured out, we'll just stay with you. As we mentioned, the sectional is at Monroe Central. Reminder, we are in 2A now. We are so lucky, so fortunate to now be in 2A with Wapahani and Monroe Central and LaPel and Winchester. Burris, who we just played. And some other schools that are a lot larger than us. We went up to 2A because we had a large graduating senior class last year. And now we're at the equivalent of being back into 1A, but the way the IHSA works things out, they do such a really good job of figuring out that for 2 years now, even though we don't have that number of kids, we have to continue to play in 2A. I think there should be an appeal process, but that's just because I'm a sore loser. I just don't like it. I don't think it's fair, for basketball especially to have to move up to 2A when in true enrollment you're still back down in 1A because that large class graduated and moved on. Nice back cut. Nice play out of the quarter there by Coach McLaughlin. Good rebound by Bunch. Trying to stay with it, and it's back out of there to the Vikings. It's just a little thing tonight. Just a little toughness we're off on finishing.
Yeah, and like you said, it's pretty similar to the game last night against Burris.
Yeah.
Blue River runs a lot of pressure defense. They're up in us and making it a little uncomfortable, and we saw how that bothered us last night.
And there's Lake Leonard. The big fella can shoot the three, too.
Leonard, three.
And I can tell by the way Coach took his jacket off, he's feeling very similar to what he did last night. And we're just settling for one drive shot or one pass shot. That's not going to do it. 20-point lead right now for the Vikings. 3:03 to go. Be another three on the way, and that went off. Again, we've got 8 points already in this quarter, just eclipsing that 6-point mark we had in the first quarter. So, and there's a foul called. It's going to be a blocking foul to be out of bounds. Not in the bonus yet.
Fouls on Blue Rivers, number 23, Waldrop.
Brian Waldrop with the foul.
Grayson Mealy.
Grayson Mealy enters lineup for the Warriors, replacing Cade Pretorius.
Number 3, Canetzer.
And we got a foul. Fouls on
number 3, Canetzer.
Number 3, Canetzer. I don't have.
It's number two on our roster.
And the line shooting one in bonus, number 25, Josiah Love.
He's number 2 on our roster?
I believe so.
I'm looking at the one on here. I got him on the JV. I don't have him. Cole Canetzer. So I got him at 35 on the JV. Yeah, but one thing I've noticed, no one, including us, has their rosters right. Who cares anymore? I mean, who cares? We print them. We put them out on tables for people to read. They're not even right.
It's like we're staying with the 1-2-2.
Corner 3. There we go. I like it. Watch behind. Watch behind. All right. Okay. Pick it up. There we go. Josiah, get in there. We just don't have any rebounders. Josiah, we've got to crash the boards. Travis, Grayson, they've got to get in there. Lake Leonard from deep. like we're trying to get a little bit of. Josiah was held there by 3 a little bit. I think they could have called one there. Still in the 1-2-2. Not in the Fury 1-2-2. Just in the regular matchup 1-2-2 zone. It's interesting that Lake Leonard is on the perimeter when they do that. I don't know if I think they do a little shuffle where they move him in and out, but. Corbin Price almost had a hand on that one. There's number 3. Lake Leonard with the rebound, and it's going to be an and one opportunity.
Fouls on number 3, Travis Bunch. At the line, shooting 1. Leonard.
I like that name, Lake Leonard. But again, Coach Van Mater, Leonard Skinner, what's your favorite Leonard Skinner song?
I think, and it reminds me of the great movie of Joe Dirt, but That Smell.
That Smell, okay.
Comes off in a great guitar line right from the get-go.
Yeah. They Call Me the Breeze is probably mine.
That's a good choice, too.
Yeah.
There's almost too many to pick a single favorite.
There is. Well, I am from the county to the north, and Sweet Home Alabama comes on, you have to take your hat off. I don't know what they get. They get a travel?
Yeah, travel on Trey.
Well, we're about 44 seconds almost into halftime. Feels like this has been a quick half. It has.
Very quick. Only 13 fouls.
Everything's about numbers with Coach Knuckles. He's a math guy, he's a number guy. Somehow, though, in my art class, he pulled out a couple A's.
I think I had some help.
I think I heard some very good stick figures.
Yeah, he could draw stick figures better than anyone I ever had. He's the only guy I know that tried to shade a stick figure.
He still gave me an A.
Yeah.
I would say that takes some talent, being able to shade a stick figure.
It does take talent. I'll tell you what, his shadow on his ground shadows off the stick figure, it just looked like a stick figure that fell over. Looked like a chalk outline of a stick figure. There's a 3. It's off, and we are going to halftime, folks. We don't have any guests, and it's 37-16, so we're going to take a little bit of a break. We'll have some stats come back here in about 10 minutes. We'll give you an extended break on audio, but you'll still have the video going. You're watching Wes-Del Varsity Basketball on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
Got a hunger burning inside me, satisfied by just one thing. So I run to the phone and dial the number for Pizza King. I'm gonna ring the king. The king delivers. I'm gonna ring the king. An incredibly delicious royal feast pizza on the best crust you ever tasted. Ring the king. Pizza King.
Looking for high-quality fuel and tasty food on the go in Gaston? Look no further than Johnson's Oil. We are a family-run business that's been serving the local community for generations. Our convenience store offers a wide range of snacks, drinks, and other essentials, as well as delicious food, fish, chicken, tenderloins, and potato wedges. We're committed to supporting the local economy by hiring Wes-Del students and Gaston residents. Come visit us at Johnson Oil in Gaston.
All right, we're back here, Warrior fans. Almost about a minute and a half before we get to starting the second half. It's 37-16. So the Blue River Valley Vikings have this one pretty well strong-handed here early. So let's turn it over to Coach Knuckles. Coach, any stats of interest?
For the Warriors, Josiah's leading the way with 6 on 1 of 5 shooting. For the Vikings, we talked a lot about Leonard. He's got 13 points and 11 rebounds already, followed up by Blackburn with 11 and Swoblin with 5. For a team, a lot of what we were saying, Blue River shot 5 of 19 from 3, and they're out rebounding us 22-15 right now.
40 seconds to go before we get started here at the second half. And I don't know whose ball it is coming out. I think it's going to be it's going to be the Warriors, I think, coming out. I think Coach is probably just saying, hey, I'd just like to see a little bit stronger fight and effort out of you in the second half.
I went in there a little bit during the halftime speech, and he talked a lot about toughness. You know, not looking at the total score, but just trying to grind through some defensive possessions and getting some good quality shots, being a little stronger with the ball, taking it a little stronger to the hoop, not throwing it up there as much. So hopefully we can.
At this point on senior night, you want your seniors to, step up and kind of lead that, being their final home game. So we'll see if the Warriors can turn. Definitely not out of it by any means. They can turn things around here. They just got to dig deep and find that toughness that Coach was mentioning. Right now, Coach Klein is just made it 10 feet walking from one end to the other on his knees. I don't know what's going on over there. Reminds me of Dorf on golf. I don't. He's now up. I like Coach Klein, but that's odd. I think Coach McLaughlin's saying something to him. What are we doing? All right, well, while we have this extra time, because the third official is not to be found, I'm going to quiz you and Coach Van Meter. Coach Knuckles, you and Coach Van Meter. I need you to name 3 famous Leonards. And they can't be bands. They can be actors. They can be anything. 3 famous Leonard.
I'll start with Darius Leonard for the Colts.
Okay.
I got Sugar Ray Leonard. Boxing.
Okay, all right. I'm going to give you a hint. Star Trek. The actor who played
Spock. Leonard Nimoy.
There you go. You're a nerd.
I was never much of a Trekkie.
Oh, yeah. Well, you took the high road after I called Knuckles a nerd. You're like, oh, I never watched it. Josiah Love at the line. Something happened where there was a foul called, and I don't know if there was a whistle that broke, something, but the official had to go get something. Oh, that one was in and out, and honestly, Travis could have been called for an over the back there, but I like that there was a no call. So the Warriors now trying to trim it in down under 20.
It's like they're staying in that 1-2-2.
See if they respond to Coach McLaughlin's halftime, talking about getting a little tougher. I was going to say, if he turns the other way, it's a travel. There, Travis almost knocked that one away. Stay down. Leonard Lake there again, and it's 39-17. We've got to stay down. I don't know why we think we block shots.
Especially a 6'6" kid.
Swinging that out of the corner. Here's Trey Adams, puts it on the floor, looking for anybody on the guards to cut. Here comes the handoff play. Again, there's Josiah. Nice little dump down inside to Travis Bunch, and he scores.
Basket punch.
Travis has 4 on the night, if I'm doing my math right.
I know he scored the first basket again.
That's what I was thinking. There's the skip into what it was looking to be a 3. Now they're putting it on the floor a lot. Lake Leonard has it. I think we got away with one there, and I'll take it. 39-19. We need to get Corbin Price going. I don't know what happened there. That's a travel. Called a foul.
Foul on number 25, Josiah Love.
I don't know where he's.
His second.
It's a second foul, but somehow the Euro step has turned into, it's just a straight travel, but we think, well, it's a cool name. It's a Euro step, so we'll let it go. We're going to call the second carry on K, but we're not going to call a travel, which is a Euro step, because they think the name Euro step is cool. I don't know that there's any truth to that. I just say that because they never call it. Vikings have it again. It's 41-19 now. They are ready to shoot a three at any minute. And there we go. And geez, that one just fell right into the hands of Leonard Lake, and he continues to have a night. He's got to have close to 20. There's a three on the way by Cade Pretorius. It's in and out, and guess who has a rebound? Leonard Lake. Kids everywhere. And Leonard Lake on the other end.
Basket, Leonard.
Leonard Lake. I like the name. I just can't quit saying it. There he is again.
Good move by Joe. Just couldn't get it.
Yeah, it just went in and out. I like the way they spell his first name, Lake. L-A-Y-K-E. That might be the first one he's missed this half.
You notice no one tried to block that one either.
No.
They just put their hands up.
There's Josiah with a nice take to the basket. Lake Leonard again.
Basket, Leonard.
That basket put him to 21.
Josiah Love for three, and he got it.
Love for three.
That's a nice look. It's a great cut. And
basket, Gibson. Blue
Rivers, they take some weird timeouts. It's 30-second timeout. We'll stay here. I mean, you're up 49-24. I don't know. I coached, but listen, I was terrible. Everyone in the stands would tell you every stop I made, I was the worst there ever was. And that's understandable. I look back and watch some of the game tape now, and I was awful. But I usually didn't take a timeout when I was up 49-24. But maybe he's got something he's up his sleeve. I don't know. What do you guys think? I thought
your guess is as good as mine.
Silence is golden. I think you guys took the high road there.
I mean, with my vast knowledge of basketball, I was confused as all. I couldn't tell you.
I don't know. Anyway, 49-24. I keep waiting for us to spark a little bit. Like, right now Josiah's been our consistent scorer. He needs a little help though. Looks like Travis might be out and Grayson's back in. Nice idea on the back cut. We'll see what happens here. And back into the Vikings' hands. Three on the way. And the Vikings with the rebound. Little corner, short corner shot. And Corbin Price has that one. Now Josiah Love, they're going to get him for a travel. That was a tough one just because, when you pass it to him right there and he can't see the defender coming up, and by the time he turned, the defender was right on him, and it just made him hesitate just for a second there. And that was number 25, Connor Swollen. Trey Adams trying to get inside the basket. They're going to get a foul. Foul's on number 11, Ethan Blackburn, I believe.
Blue Rivers, Blackburn.
I believe that's his third.
His third. Team second, Trey Adams, shooting 2. Entering the Warrior lineup, number 20, Jack Rooker. And for the Vikings, number 13, Zach.
Well, Josiah's mom and sister at home. Let's say hi to them. Emily Love, Jenna Love. Jenna had wisdom teeth, 4 wisdom teeth cut out. That's never fun. So I'm sure I've got a timeout, I think, for Coach McLaughlin. It's going to be a full timeout, so wishing you a quick recovery, Jenna. We're going to take a quick timeout here on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
You're good at basement basketball.
We're good at your insurance.
Start with Indiana Farm Bureau Insurance, online, over the phone, or in person, and stop knocking on wood.
You're good at making big announcements. We're good at your insurance.
Hey, Warrior fans, we can update you on last weekend. Had a lot of things going on last weekend. We had the Wes-Del hosted the 1A girls basketball regional. Mr. Denny had a packed house here. Unfortunately, our girls were not in the regional, but we did have 4 teams, and it was a success to always host. Luke Powers was at the semi-state in Fort Wayne wrestling as a freshman in the heavyweight, and had to go against the second-ranked wrestler in the state, 38-0 from Rochester, as they passed it around there and almost Lake Leonard again. C scores. And then in the fine arts side, you know me as an art guy, love the fine and performing arts. Our band was at a jazz festival last weekend, and I talked to Evan Reed a little bit and talked to Dr. Driscoll. We heard him earlier tonight with the national anthem. They always sound great. Taking a break right now. But Dr. Driscoll and Evan said things went really well. There's Josiah Love. And that one just bounced in and out. And he gets his own rebound in the putback. But a lot of things happening last weekend. Continue to move through this winter season. And tonight they had senior night with all of the cheerleaders, band, girls basketball, boys basketball, and wrestlers prior to the game. So we're approaching that March, spring break time where we move into, looks like they're going to have a foul. Trey's going to go line. Moving into that spring season. Spring football's right around the corner, Coach.
Yeah, we'll start up in April a couple days a week in the evenings and start getting some install in and getting ready for the summer.
We've also got a big play coming up. The Adams family, it's the largest, I believe, casted play, as Trey hits that one, largest casted play in might be Wes-Del history, as our drama and English teacher, Emma Taylor, they rehearse every night. It includes middle school and high school students. It's the Adams family, so make sure you look for the dates of that and plan on attending. A lot of things happening. 53-27 now with 1:30 to go in the third. Been an offensive struggle all night for the Warriors. And not an offensive struggle for Blue River as they hit another 3. Pretorius for 3, and it's off. It's in the hands of Jack Rooker. Nice cut there by Trey Adams, and he scores. Trey's kind of coming on a little bit here in the third.
And I know for Coach, that's something he wants, being your point guard and one of your leaders on your team to be aggressive.
shocking to everyone, they hit another three. And a turnover and a layup there by Blue River. Cade Pretorius now with the jump shot. Looked pretty good there. And another three on the way, and that one's off. Rebounded by the Vikings, and that's how the third quarter will end. 63-32. We'll be back here on the Wes-Del Sports Network.
At this time,
Well, we're back here. Fourth quarter, 8 minutes to go here in this one. As the great Jerry Reed would say, we got a long way to go and a short time to get there. 63-32. Anybody know Jerry Reed? Either one of you know. I mean, am I dating myself here? Jerry Reed.
It's Eastbound and Down, right?
Eastbound and Down from the movie Smokey and the Bandit. Yes, thank you. We got there. Knuckles didn't have any idea. Have you not seen Smokey and the Bandit?
I have not. I do know a couple Jerry Reed songs. I'm trying to think of them. Amos Moses. Yeah, Jerry Reed. He had.
The funny thing about the song Eastbound and Down, I know no one cares, but it's 64-32. We got a little filler here. Jerry Reed, it came down to the final day of shooting the movie Smokey and the Bandit, which really had no script. If you've ever watched it, you can see. But it's a classic, one of my favorites. But they didn't have a song. They needed a title song. And that's the whole reason why they had Jerry Reed in the movie, was to do the music. So after the last filming, the last night, he just went back, and in less than an hour, he wrote Eastbound and Down. And the rest is history. That's just grit right there. I'll give him credit. That was just some grit right there. He missed it, and he went right back at it. Coach Vandenberg, do you have something to add on the Eastbound and Down?
Yeah, I was going to just, with the little WD history and the Scooter 500, that's always a classic song.
Oh, we always throw that in at the Scooter 500, yes. There's another three. That one's off, and Trey Adams has it. And we're off and running. Three on the way by Jacob Grant. That's going to stay here with the Warriors. Leonard Moulton. Was he a movie critic, Mr. Producer? Yes, he was a movie critic, I believe. Coach Knuckles isn't going to get that one.
Can't help you there.
Yeah, he had the big eyebrows. Yeah. Leonard Moulton. No longer with us, I don't think. Jack fell down there. He went down.
Down hard.
like a Chinese spy balloon. I'll just leave that right there. This stream will be taken down. All right, Blue River holding a 30-point lead here. Yeah, we'll leave this off of TikTok. They can't find it. And Coach Klein wanting to complain about an out-of-bounds call when he's got a 30-point lead.
I thought he was going to Mr. Denny there to say something.
Yeah. Yeah, I kind of wondered that. I think he caught on. Before he went too far with it, I think he caught on and said, oh, you know what, I'm up by 30. They're going to get Josiah Love for an illegal screen. And
I think the ref forgot that they're up by 30.
Here's the thing about that, and I like John, but you could call that about every time down. Like you could call a holding football on every play. I mean, it really didn't impact the play at all. Now that's a foul. Hey, Nate Blaylock getting some more time on senior night. He's coming back in. 6:05 to go. It's been a quick one. Not even 9 o'clock yet. I believe Coach McLaughlin is going to come up after the game and talk to us after his last home game here at Richard E. Johnson. We'll talk about some things. I don't know that he'll want to talk about the game, but we'll talk about some other things. He's closing in on the end of his career. 30 years in coaching, both as an assistant and as a head coach. It's a lot of time. Good rebound there by Travis Bunch. And that's going to be a shooting foul. So in spring, how many days are you allowed to go in spring football, Coach?
So they allow for, I believe, 2 days a week, up to 2 or 2.5 hours a day through April and May.
Now that doesn't include the strength coach over there. He gets more time with them.
Right.
Because it's not sports specific necessarily.
Yep. So that'll just be with us on the field.
You got a lot of guys probably in class during the day. It's a nice thing about having Coach Van Mater is, you know, he has 6 periods of weightlifting. That program has really grown. I mean, when we started 3 years ago, we didn't have a full schedule. Now we have classes full, and as Blue River scores. Middle schoolers are really impressive, aren't they, Coach?
Oh yeah, that is one thing I love, and it's something I try to do is get middle schoolers. They come in after school. I've got a group of probably every bit of 15 to 20 8th graders that have been coming in since basketball season ended, and they starting to get after it. And I want them to learn the system young. That way, when they get into high school, they already know what we're doing.
It's really important, and just like any feeder program, there's a steal by Blue River, and it's going to be a foul. Just like any feeder program, the younger guys are really important. And then biggest thing probably is just trying to get their form down before they really start hitting the weights, especially at that age.
Yeah, absolutely. It's all about learning the process, learning how to do the movements properly. I got a couple guys that are in high school now that took the time when they were in middle school to learn how to do stuff the right way, and it's already paying off for them that are freshmen and sophomores.
Yeah, you can see that. I mean, we talked about Luke Powers is going to semi-state as a freshman and wrestling in heavyweight class. That's tough to do, but a lot of that has a lot to do with what he's put in the weight room and time. I know another freshman this year in football with Brock Nauman, he put in a lot of time. They hit another 3, by the way. He put in a lot of time in middle school to get his form down, and so and that's the thing a lot of parents and people worry about is, they're going to get too bulky or might hurt their growth, but that's not the case. Josiah Love with a nice take there. That's not the case, really, if you get them in there doing the right thing, right, Coach?
Yeah, exactly. It's middle school is that perfect time where they're just starting to come in, and puberty is the health word for that their body's just raging with all the testosterone. It's time for them to grow. So if you throw in just the basics of strength conditioning, they're going to do nothing but grow from there.
Well, they hit another 3. It's 74-39, and they took another timeout. and I can't figure it out for the life of me. But he's got 2 left, so we'll see what I don't know. We'll see what happens. We're going to stay here because it's a 30-second timeout.
Maybe he just feels like they need a water break or something. They just need a drink, although he's the only one I've seen with a water bottle.
Say he had a kid at the bench there. He may have been trying to get a sub in, but I know that wasn't the case earlier in the game.
I don't know. I mean, I'm not. Who am I?
317-943-9030.
Oh, wow. I'm looking in the chat. I didn't know that one. I didn't know that one of my favorite people of all time is Winston Churchill. I had no idea his middle name was Leonard.
It's news to me, too.
That is.
There you go.
And here we go. We are at 4 minutes to go, 74-39. So it's a.
There's Nate.
Now, if I'm doing my math correct, it was 35 points right there, wasn't it?
Yes.
So the clock will run.
Yes, it will. Yes.
Yeah. So he called a timeout when they hit the 35-point mark, and now the clock will run. It should run the whole game. Only stop on fouls and dead balls, I believe. We'll see. Okay, Pretorius, and that's our night right there. We just can't get anything to roll in. And the clock is running. It will stop when he's handed the ball, so makes it even more of an interesting timeout to get up to the point where it's a running clock and call timeout. Maybe you're right. Maybe he was trying to get the guy in. Or maybe he didn't want me to get to half-price appetizers as early as I thought I would. Too early and you don't get them. What is the cutoff, 9:30?
I think 9 o'clock. I think we're about to hit
We're almost there. It's too busy for me after games. It's always packed there. I'm not good enough to eat that good in the neighborhood. I'll have a peanut butter and jelly sandwich when I get home. And they 2:25 to go, 76-42. This is not how the seniors wanted to end it. Travis there gets his 6th point. And there we go. We're going to get one of our seniors out.
I will say, speaking of one of our seniors, Travis is someone who came in this season and you never really knew what to expect from him in basketball, but he knew his role, he accepted his role.
Did a nice job.
I think he's done a great job.
And there he's taking his seniors out now, and he'll have, as they get a round of applause. And there goes Nate Blaylock. Always a nice move by Coach to get him out. He knew that clock was going to continue to run, so he needed to get that done. And as we said, that's senior night here at home, but it will be 2 more games at Tuesday at Southern Wells and next Friday at Elwood. And then they'll move into sectional. So this is the last live stream. Stay with us after the game. We'll talk to Coach McLaughlin. Kind of wrap up his last commentary after a game. But I do know this. I talked to Coach, and he plans to continue to do football with me next fall. So you won't lose Coach permanently. He's going to continue to teach, and we'll have him on the live stream. The all-time winningest coach in Wes-Del history. And if the boys could pull out 2 more next week, he will actually just 1 more. He will have the longest stretch of double-digit wins, and I think it'll be his 8th year. straight of double-digit wins, and that is already a record at Wes-Del. So he's definitely put the program in a place where it was better than when he found it. So it's a good job for anyone that's out there that'll seek a new position. It's a good position to have. Wes-Del's in a good place. I don't think there's a finer gym, better-looking gym. I'm kind of biased.
I would even say finer facilities overall.
I agree with that. And they're going to continue to get better. And that's how it's going to end, 78-44 as Blue River will dribble it out. We'll be right back here in just a few minutes with Coach McLaughlin, and I want to thank Coach Knuckles and Coach Van Mater for hanging out with us tonight. But on senior night, it's a bit of a heartbreaker, 78-44. Warriors go down tonight to a great Blue River team. We'll be right back here with Coach McLaughlin.
This is your IHSAA. This is your state. This is your high school. This is your athletic association.
Fans, I'm IHSA Commissioner Paul Knighty, and we're here to make sure that all of this remains yours.
This is your state. This is your community. This is your IHSAA.
we're back here, Warrior fans, as promised. Coach McLaughlin is going to join us. Probably not a whole lot. We're going to talk about that game. We'll probably talk more about this was his final home game at Richard E. Johnson, a 10-year career here that probably the best stretch. Well, it is the best stretch that we've ever had here at Wes-Del, and you've done a lot for the program. I mean, without putting you on the spot, I'm sure there's a lot of emotion, especially on a senior night. I know how much senior night means to you after 30 years and as many times you've gone through it. And you had 3 tonight in Cade, Nate, and Travis, and just, and speaking about that being your last 3 seniors, but also giving you a chance to talk about 30 years of seniors and what senior nights are like.
Yeah, you don't really understand senior night till you're a senior, unless you're a coach going through it and you know how tough it is every year. You get to do it 30 different times, but it's hard to say bye. It's a little different tonight since it's we still got some games left, and we've got some, and honestly, that one didn't sneak up on us. So
right.
It's not like we didn't see the end result coming there early. So we were, trying to get some of those guys some playing time. But yeah, senior night's special for them. It's really, let's be honest, it's as much about parents as it is about. I told them that before the game. Make sure you tell your parents thank you for the drives when you were in 2nd grade and 3rd grade and couldn't drive, and all those years are coming up. And some of them got emotional in the pregame, just thinking about all the stuff that they've gone through and all the, the journey it is to get here. And it's, it's always hard to turn the page on a new team. It's weird for me because I know this is it, but it's just different. Senior night is a different night. It's always a different feel. You want to celebrate those guys. I was disappointed we couldn't play better tonight, but that being said, it's still a special night for those seniors and their families.
Absolutely. Last week we weren't on a live stream. We had we had the huddle going, and Mr. Producer was under the weather, and I was down at the PA, but we kind of surprised you last week and pulled it off. And we had 30 former players, just about 30 former players, and almost 10 former coaches. And I talked on the live stream earlier. You've had a lot of stops over 30 years, including, right here in the county with Wapahani and Yorktown, and then you've been all the way up to Wells County with Bluffton. You've been at Blackford, which is where you graduated and had a great career as a player. And then Jay County as an assistant. And then you were in Florida for 2 stops at Haines City and Auburndale, and it's a long 30 years of and a lot of miles.
Sure feels like it.
And then when you saw some of those guys, it was nice to be a part of that, to keep it quiet and make it special for you. But, to see all that, there was really a lot of emotion last week.
Yeah.
Even though this is senior night, there was a lot of emotion. When you see some of those guys, what really matters is to see how much you matter to those guys. We talk about it a lot, but you never had any biological sons. Most of these guys are sons to you.
Yeah, I say that every year, that God gave me daughters because he knew I was going to have a new group of sons every year. And, I had no idea, and I know you was a big part of that, and maybe the biggest instrument in getting that done. And I had no clue that was happening. And for me, I was fighting emotions. I didn't fight them very well because I let some of them out. But that was so special to me to see guys that a lot of them I haven't seen. They're in their 30s and 35.
They're not in playing shape.
They were not in playing shape, no. And about as close as we are. But anyway,
exactly.
I couldn't have been happier to see those guys. That was very special.
And administration. I mean, coaches and administration.
Yeah.
One of your all-time favorite athletic directors, Marty Daniel.
Absolutely. Marty was here.
Made the trip and had to be back at the gym at 8 o'clock in the morning in Kentucky.
Still coaching at Kentucky Wesleyan, and then Wayne Barker all the way up from
Brady Days came down.
Days.
Chris Smedley.
Yeah, Chris and Judd Moulton, and just
a couple of guys that would have been here would have been Craig Teagle, but he had to coach. Joe Bradburn had to coach, and
Chris
Benedict and those guys. So
and then like there's tonight the old college roommates here and with his family, and then I saw Coach Nate Balky, one of our kids that I got to coach my first year at Blackford, and then go on and have him help coach with me too. So. Yeah, the journey's been great. I don't want to put, I always tell our players this, so I guess I have to listen to my own advice. One game's not going to define me tonight. One game's not going to define the whole career of what we've done. So, we'll turn the page with some.
And looking at next week, you've got a couple of. I mean, you're on the road of both. You're at Southern Wells on Tuesday, and then at Elwood on Friday. going into sectional, it's two opponents that you can compete with.
Right.
You can feel good about, and then it's tough for us being in 2A, and when we really know that was because of a senior class that's graduated now, and we could be right back in 1A. But we are dealt the hand we are, and you've already seen Burris last night, and you probably would love to have a rematch and try to play a little better on that one if the draw comes out that way. But is the draw Sunday?
Sunday's the draw, and nobody feels sorry for us that we're 2A. Let's be honest. It's an uphill battle. We know that. We're going to have to show up and play, and we're going to have to play well, and we're going to have to be playing better than we played tonight and this week. But I still believe that we can get better and we can continue to make improvements. So, we've got games next week I feel like we can be competitive in, and I told them in the locker room, our margin for error is so small that we can't take for granted we're going to beat anybody. But we want to be the aggressor, and we've got to get back to finishing a little better around the rim and some things that we can do, and we're going to try to clean that up at practice this week. And then Tuesday we'll make that long trip over to Southern Wells and see if we can get a victory, and then we'll go to Elwood, like you said, and then we'll go over and practice next week at Monroe Central where our sectional site is, and we'll see who we play, and then it's just go time. There is no stopping, but it's go time. But real quick, these three guys, the seniors, Travis Bunch has been with me all 4 years. I've been part of the program. I've watched that kid grow up as much as anybody. You know that because you were in the building, and you want to talk about a kid that we needed to put a foot in his rear end in middle school. And I told him I've never seen a kid change so much from middle school to high school. Man, he's such a favorite kid, and I love the fact that he has honestly, I've told him this before, and this isn't a slight to him. We're getting more out of him than I ever thought we would. And Cade and Nate both coming over from Madison Grant. Cade was a kid that was here, and then we hated that we lost him, and he came back, and he's been great for our program, and I can't express the support that we've gotten from him. And then Nate, I mean, my gosh,
best team player you're going to have.
He is a teammate. You can't ask for a better teammate.
No.
I mean, he knows he's probably not going to play very much, and
never complains.
And the guy on the bench that never complains, knows all the offenses.
Goes to practice every day, does everything that's asked of him.
Everything.
And gives everything he has, knowing he may not get a minute.
Told him when I took him out, I couldn't be prouder of him because it takes a special kid to be able to do that.
Yeah.
And we always say this as coaches. A lot of people think our favorite players are always the kid that scores the most or rebounds the most or makes all conference, or that they sometimes are. But sometimes it's that guy that's a 12th man too is just as important to your team, and you need those guys to be just as important. And Nate couldn't be a better example than somebody like that.
Well, to finish up, I think a lot of people want to know it's the last live stream for basketball this year.
Yeah.
But I think the real question everybody wants to know is, will you be back in the fall? They want to know, are you teaching still? And are you going to be back in the fall on the live stream for football?
I don't know. I haven't. I think I already. Did we sign contracts?
I think we signed contracts. I think we're back. Yeah.
Yes, I'll be back. I'm not going to leave teaching. I'm going to be still here.
Well, you're not allowed. I think the retirement, you haven't hit that age yet.
I haven't hit the age yet. I've got, I think, 4 more years before I can officially, and I don't know that that's what I'll do, but I'll still be around. We'll still be doing some live streams. Maybe I'll be up here doing some basketball games. I would love to do some of that, and we'll do football again in the fall. And listen, the stuff that we've been able to accomplish here, I couldn't be prouder of. I don't want to sit here and toot my horn, but we've done some things here in the 10 years. I wanted to come in here and make basketball important again.
Yeah,
I wanted to come in here and make us have nice things, with the way we've tried to play and the way things we've tried to do and the way we carry ourselves and all the things that you've been able to add as a superintendent for us to have facility-wise. I hope that we can both just smile and say that we left it better than we started, and I'm proud to be here. And it's you and I both say we're not from here, but this is our home, and I couldn't be happier to have been your coach for here at Wes-Del, to be Wes-Del's coach for the last 10 years. 30 years is a long time with no Christmas break, Thanksgiving break, and summer break, so I'm going to see what those are like. But it's been my pleasure. I love the fact that Mr. Romine has been so great to come up here and do these games. We started this when we had to for COVID for people to do it, and he's just taken it, and we have the best one by far around. And that's a big tribute to him. So thank you guys for doing it. Thank you to the Wes-Del community for allowing me to be your coach for the last 10 years. And we're not done yet. We'll keep playing and see where it ends up, and then we'll walk out of here however it ends, giving our best effort.
Well, we appreciate you. We thank you for the time that you've given us. We know you'll be around, so we'll be able to see you. But the big thing is you've got a player behind you, and you've got some roommates you need to talk to that good friends. So there it is, Coach McLaughlin, his final time, and here at Richard E. Johnson. And it didn't go exactly how we wanted on senior night. It didn't go exactly how he wanted it, but we got 2 more. He talked about how we've got 2 more, 2 on the road. It'll be Tuesday night at Southern Wells, and then it'll be Friday night at Elwood, and then Sunday we'll see what the draw looks like, and we'll know where we're going to be when the sectional draw comes out and which game we play, and that is at Monroe Central. But for the producer next to me, Mr. Romine, and for Coach Knuckles and Coach Van Mater, who have long gone, I am the superintendent, Kyle Mealy, and you've been watching Wes-Del Varsity Basketball on the Wes-Del Sports Network.